What up, world? It's your boy Ace Boogie.
And it's your dude.
Who you gonna be today?
John Wick.
We got John Wick in the building, y'all. So check me out. We got a special show today. And we got some giveaways. So you make sure y'all share.
It's a great show.
Tune in, stay tuned in, because we giving some stuff away.
We got a great show.
You know what I'm saying? We got a car show. Yeah. You know what I mean? And who on the car show? We got Zero gonna be performing. Lil Kiki gonna be performing. Who else gonna be performing? Kurt Cobain's Cram. Come on, man. Y'all don't want these tickets.
You totally took my intro. I was gonna say that later.
Was you?
Yeah,
well, you can say it again.
That's
later.
why I grabbed the flyer.
So, like I said, guests, please introduce yourselves.
Okay, hello there to everybody. My name is Neville Shed, a.k.a. The Shadow.
La Sombra!
Now, to all of my people from the other part of the world, yes, Viva la Sombra!
Let me throw a grito for you. Yeah.
And who we got over here?
My name is Clint Westwood. You know, I'm helping run the SA Superfest Car Show and Barbecue Tailgate Cook-Off.
All right.
Man, those going to be barbecue there too.
Barbecue bombers, ribs, and chicken champion.
What is that?
Chicken champion, man. Just champion. You got chicken champion.
Yeah, I know
Champion. Put a little salsa on and spin on it.
You know, the movie, and part of the movie, you know, it showed how we eat in the restaurant, you know, in school, and then no one could speak English. So I said, man, what's all this food? They said, tortillas, menudo. And I said, whoa, man. Hey, y'all got any hot dogs here?
Give me something I can
actually
say.
Said hot doggos. You know?
Doggos.
But I don't have to worry about that now because I've been married to an Hispanic for 36 years.
That's what
so I know how. Look at me, amigo. You know, hey,
Black and brown make the world go round, baby. I already know.
You know, they take care of me. You know,
that's what
along with the collard greens and other things that go along.
You mix the Mexican food with the soul food.
Yeah, hey, I have to.
Come on,
beautiful.
bro. That's heavy.
I know it.
It took about
a carne asada and like some fried chicken.
For my wife, it took about a year for my wife to learn how to make collard greens.
Uh-huh.
Oh, mucho bueno. Hey, I love that woman.
Put some cumin in there.
Talk to me now.
So look, let's get on this. We got the SA Superfest, right?
Yes,
It's a
yes,
car
the
show.
SA Superfest.
Concert and car show.
Concert and car show.
We got that.
It's a free car show. You know, the car show is gonna be out in the parking lot. You can come check it out. We're also gonna have, like I said, a barbecue cook-off out there. And then throughout the day, we're gonna have car hopping. Female body contest. Miss Bikini. Something like that. Best motorcycle, best bicycles. There's a lot of best hydraulics. A dance battle. So it's gonna be a fun event.
Are we gonna get
it's all lined up and all scheduled. So
are we gonna get a wet T-shirt contest?
Oh man, I might have to set something up for that.
Put us in the game.
Put some spice on it. You know what I mean?
Make them do a jump rope wet T-shirt contest, something like that.
Hey,
now let me see. So
I
we
gotta
got.
be nice because my wife's watching this here.
Hey, wife.
Hello, wife.
Yes.
My girl most likely watching too, and I'm faithful. Okay. So let me see. We got. You say the best of show. We got $250 best car, $250 best truck, $150 best motorcycle, and $100 best bicycle. They gonna bring the lowrider bikes, huh?
Lowrider bikes,
bro.
man.
Hey, let me tell you, I
man.
love the lowrider bikes and I love the hydraulic cars. When I was young, I don't know if they still do it. Right, this is an old thing when kids still went outside, but you can go and from Walmart, you can go buy the hydraulic cars, put them shits together. It come with a little remote control, and
I ain't seen them in Walmart, but I know
they had them in Walmart. I bought one. They had them in Walmart. You can get them out of Target. They had the little hydraulic car. Yeah, I used to get the little lowrider car magazine, lowrider magazine, with all the lowriders, and I used to really be into that. Get the little lowrider bike.
So we come on, man.
In the project, let me tell you, in the projects we couldn't afford lowrider bikes. So what we do is we just get a regular bike and we just push the handlebars forward to make them look like lowrider bike.
I think that's what most of lowrider is about is doing with what you have. You
we
have the
just
best.
push it forward.
But whatever you got, man, you clean that up and you shine it up and you represent out there and you go out there with pride no matter what you got. You're hardworking. You take pride in your car. If it's rust and primer, 3 tires don't match, but hey, fuck it, you out there.
You out there.
Hard. When you got a badass $5,000 paint job with $10,000 interior, you still out there repping hard. But I ain't got it like that yet. But
Yo, so we got the legend on the other side here.
For real.
You know what I mean?
Really
blessed. That's all. I'm just blessed. I'm your brother. That's all.
So you representing the Texas Red Wolves, huh? ABA.
Yes.
Now, how do you get into something like that?
Well, it was a blessing, to me. Someone heard about me and just asked me would I be interested in being first a coach. And I said, well, I can do that, because that's one thing I've done a lot, over 40 years of coaching. So an ABA team was a whole different, animal because you were working with athletes who have gone through high school, college, and now want to continue.
Explain to them real quick what ABA means?
American Basketball Association. Okay. So, so I said, let me give it a try here. And the gentleman who approached me about it, and said they had a name that was pretty popular at one time. So we had to start from the beginning, and I'm really excited. I was really excited about it. It was easy for me because of coaching, playing, and how to play at all different levels. At that time, if I wanted to go for my win or loss record, I had more W's than I had L's, but sometimes you got to have that setback to get the setup for, success. And with the Red Wolves, that, what they stood for, it wasn't just basketball, giving athletes an opportunity to take their trade to another level. And they also deal with the public, as a giving back program. They have different things such as barbecues and camps and all that type of things that I really liked, and to be part of that Red Wolves family, I was all about, making it happen.
No, but because we being modest, you feel me? Because we already said celebrity and legend and all that, right? And then we got to like ABA. That's cool, right? But you done played in the NBA. You done played with Dr. J. You done played against Will Chamberlain.
Well, before that time, I was drafted number 4 by the Boston Celtics.
You feel me? Let's get on that.
68.
You go against Bird.
The team that at that time was Bill Russell's first year as a player coach. Havlicek, Don Nelson, all those guys. Rookies didn't play a lot during that time there, I did not care because, praise God, I was drafted with the best team in the NBA. Unfortunately, I got hurt, mid-season, so I didn't really get a chance to play. But to sit on the bench, and watch them go at that, and
I think
and then to win a championship.
So you got a ring?
Yes.
Oh, you should have brought the ring up here so we can see it.
I got, that ring. I got a NCAA ring and a Hall of Fame ring.
I would have had
all those things there.
Would have been like that.
Right.
No.
I want to know about that feeling when you got drafted. Like, tell me about that day.
Oh, it's nothing like it is today. Because the media wasn't really on that. And I had a dream. I said, I'm hoping that, as a little one, as mama, when I grow up, I want to be. Mm-hmm. And later on, it was the basketball. And she always said, well, that'll happen, but you better get a good education. What if you get hurt? You better have something else to fall back on. So, I won the national championship, or we won the national championship in 1966, March 19th, 1966, which was my junior year. So I had to produce at the same level my senior year. And then once season's over, you got to stay in shape and everything, and waiting at the phone. Finally, I got a call, and they said, well, congratulations, Neville Shedd, you're being drafted by the Boston Celtics. That's all I wanted to hear,
right.
Mama, I made it, I made it, The money was nothing like what they had today. I didn't care, I was going to wear that doggone, green, that Boston Celtics. Green. And, it was a great thing, not really broadcast out like it is today. Going back to New York to stay in shape, and I played in some of the top basketball tournaments, which at that time was the Rucker. Rucker was a very well-known. I'm a Rucker product from a little guy up into the area, and I held my own, and I was really prepared for when it was time to go to Boston, and I walked on that floor not afraid, because I was ready. I'm 22 years old. I had it go. I was driving. All the guys. Now get this. All the guys, back then they were driving Eldorados or Rivieras, because everybody wanted to get in that. Not me. I bought me a 1967 Corvette Stingray, 400 horsepower, 3 2-barrels on it, and only me and my girl can get in there. Last to the best. Hey, they made it. They made the driver's seat, special.
They extended it back for you.
They extended it for me.
Wow.
That's right.
That's that life. You feel me? He living that life.
It was hot, man.
We're gonna put the seat in the back seat for you.
A Corvette. We'll give you a back seat.
Did you have any regrets of of purchasing that at that time, or do you feel like your money could have went somewhere else?
I kept it, even after. I think I paid. My payments were like $144. I put $100 down for it.
Dang.
All right, and the drive from El Paso to New York City, I think it was 2,544 miles.
You drove that?
You
drove that?
Huh?
You drove that?
I drove it. Of course, I caught it. Let me tell you something.
Of course, I'm gonna drive it.
Hey, let me tell you something. The funny thing about it is that driving I-10 in place, there was nobody out there but me and that vet.
Oh man.
And just to hear now, just appreciate it. I'm not going to talk about the car that much, but when you're doing that, doing 100 and something, and those carburetors open up and they go, wah, and I was just gosh, when I hit New York City, my mother immediately, I wouldn't leave it on the streets because not in the South Bronx. So we had a garage that I was able to keep it in, But that was the greatest feeling, and my license tag was the shadow. I didn't know La Sombra wasn't there. The shadow was there.
That would have been hard if you would have put that on your license plate.
No, that was nice. But that was just a small part of it. Praise God, I made I had not made the team yet, but I knew how to go in there ready, and it was tough. Playing against the famous Bill Russell and Sat Sanders and Sam Jones and those guys, and they told me, they said, Neville, don't think you're going to come in here and play, but every day in practice, you had to practice like it was.
Were you good, though?
I was to make.
Not saying like you trash. Saying like were you like?
Let me tell you something. To be drafted by the #1 team, they had something in me that they felt would be, part of the team. There,
we got to get your jersey.
I played defense. I played defense, and I can jump and everything. And it was another experience. I remember one time Mr. Auerbach said, Shed, don't think you're going to play. The only reason why we got you on this team is because you know the game. And it scared me at first, but I said, well, I did know the game, and how I grew up in a basketball arena, which, of course, is New York. And, I had that thing of, throughout my tenure, I said, I'm going to start. And I started in high school, I started in college, and it was a different thing, because I was trying to start against some of the greatest basketball players in the world. But just, I didn't play, because of the injury. Today, the injury that I had with all the medical technology, it probably would have been able to, come back. But I had a college degree. That was the main thing. So I did have something to fall back on. And I began earlier giving back with all the experience. And my experience not was just in basketball. It was all how we had to, live in a hard part of our life, the courage, the dreams, the names that they called us. Everybody considered us as failures. You know how that is, and when you manufactured or when you went out there and had a product and knew how to make that product be something successful to you and be the story that, hey, I can't play anymore, but I got a college degree. And what was good about that is that I began to give back to others. So as time went on, coaching in college and, still after I got I still was able to play the game at a high level, but this is a giving back factor. And then all of a sudden, a lot of years later, came this opportunity to play for the Texas Red Bulls, and I was right on time for something which I'm, giving 100%. And not just the basketball, a whole lot of those athletes, they also have dreams, just like we talked about, those cars that they manufacture, that's a dream. Yeah. To put all those different types of things, the hydraulics and, make those beautiful things anything that's on there, that's your brand. Mm-hmm. For me, just a success, of what I started off with and, what I'm doing now, that's my brand, and I also, I represent the San Antonio Spurs because I'm the director of their camps for 36 years too.
Hold up, you about to give us the whole, we're going to get back to that because you about to give us a whole rundown. And we're going to get all to, because we want to ask you those questions.
This is all about the Red Wolves.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, we don't want to give it all to them yet. We're going to get into all of that.
We can go on that now. Cool out over there now.
I don't want you to give it all to him.
His lips got wet on me now.
Hey, I don't want to give it all to him too quick because we're going to get all into that.
No, but it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. And, for me, there were times like little kids see me, and it's funny that when I first came here in 82, I was a lot thinner. Mm-hmm. And everybody thought I was George Gervin because we looked.
When I walked in, I almost thought. I swear, when I walked in, I almost thought you was George Gervin.
And they said, a lot of times, I was married then, and it was Ice, you Ice,
What is it?
And I said, what are you doing? I said, Ice. No, I'm not. I'm not Ice. I'm Neville Shed, but I can be the little Ice. I can be the little Ice there. But I had that. It was good. Then I'm able to give a little bit of the history, but which was not manufactured as high as it is now. I can go places, when we had our 50th anniversary, and it just took 56 years for somebody from the great state of Texas to win a national championship, which the year before last was Baylor. Mm-hmm. And my phone was jumping. They would text me, what do you think now? Hey, there's another team that won the national championship. And I said, well, you know what? I'm really glad about that the great state of Texas has another team that can win the national championship. And I was able to be part of that because I was still living. Yeah. But you got to remember one thing. Texas Western was and will always be number one. And what you have there, you can't back all that history that was, all those years and what it still stands for today. And, it's a brand name, just like our Spurs. It's a brand name that's going to be part of helping the Red Wolves, continue to strive for winning a championship. And
so how did this conjunction go about? How did you get up with them?
Oh, he knows Lewis. He
knows
okay.
Yes.
He knows my homeboy that runs the whole show together.
The Godfather.
Yeah, the man behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Behind the curtain, if you will.
So I mean, what made you and Lewis want to put this together?
Lewis, he's been putting shows. The Lolo car show's been going on for 20 some plus years.
And I just found out that was him that did it.
Yeah,
I done went to hundreds
SA
of those.
Superfest is just another car show for during the season, to bring it out there. And of course, it's about giving back too. We bring the community out. We involve the community. We try to get as many organizations involved. Just highlight everybody that's out there.
Right. Man, that's crazy, man. Now, when it comes to these artists, man, I have a question when it comes to these artists, like these artists that you have on there. Now,
they strict, dog. They got rules. They ain't gonna be on stage.
Yeah, see,
yeah.
So
we take care of them.
When y'all sign these people up, right? First of all, how did y'all come to the decision on who to choose?
A lot of that goes into we social media. We look at the trends. We look at who's trending, who's going on, who's doing shows. We try not to get people that are doing stuff close to what we're doing. We're not gonna get an artist that's doing a show a week before here. You know what I'm saying? So we a lot goes into it. It's more than just let's pick this guy. Right. We do look into who's performing, where they're performing, what are their schedules like, who's trending. What's kind of trending right now. What's kind of popular, whatever.
Okay. Well, for people. For people out there who don't know, because I didn't even know this. When you're bringing an artist down, at what point do you pay the deposit and so forth after they sign the contract?
You're gonna have to go into all the legal stuff.
He's trying to get into all that. Yeah. He's trying to get some information on air. Hey, so is the contract on first?
You're gonna have to call the number on the flyer right there.
You see that 210 number on the
flyer right there? Direct all those questions.
Yeah.
Send your email.
It's an email right there. Let me ask you this. Let me tell. Well, first off, not even ask. Let me let the people know. So we giving away 2 tickets tonight, right?
Two tickets.
2 tickets. You feel me? Zero performing, Lil Kiki, Kirk O'Banks, and Cram. Is it Cram?
Yeah.
Cram. You feel me? Hard. Again, $250 best car, $250 best truck, $150 best motorcycle, and $100 best mic. But at the top, that's what I was about to get to. At the top, we got the $1,000 hydraulic battle. So if you got hydraulics on your car, come through. $800
always gets down, man. There's always something going on the hydraulic battle.
When they going, I see that. And then if you could dance real well. You feel me? Hey, just come up there. $800. You went $800. And then if you got that body on you, you feel me? Girl, if you got that thing on you, feel me? You can win $1,000 at the Miss Super.
We got the regulars that come out, but we always looking for some new talent to come out there.
Some new talent.
They're very artistic.
Painted by the hand of God.
What do they call? What do they call the hood chicks?
They call it the talent.
Yeah, but what's the Spanish word for it? That's not. It's
tóxicas.
It's a word. I don't know what it is.
I got too many words. You got to be more specific.
You got to be specific.
You want vulgar, PG, X-rated?
It'll come to me. So it's car clubs. Oh, so you can pre-register at SASuperfest.com.
SASuperfest.com. You can go register. You can still get tickets. It's free for military. Kids under 12 are free. It's still plenty of time to register.
Now, how much are the tickets? The tickets
June 25th.
The tickets
$25 limited pre-sales.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So when you said free to the public.
So the concert is not free.
Oh, the concert, the
show is on.
These two different
shows. Yeah. So basically, what it is like it's like a tailgate. We have the parking lot where all the cars are going to be, all the lowrider cars, and then inside is where the festivities, all the hydraulic battle, the dance battles, the bikini contest, the best show.
You gotta
All
pay to
that's
come to
going
that.
on
You
inside.
gotta pay for that.
Free is the tailgate. Like any you go to a football game. What are they doing in a football game?
Tailgate.
They tailgate.
Now, at
in
the
park.
tailgate-
They not necessarily in the stadium, but they outside.
And that's
supporting
really
and
where the
having a
party
good
at.
time.
That's
It'd be a-
exactly-
it'd be
Yeah,
a
so
party
that's
out there.
exactly. It's gonna be early in the morning, so y'all come out, set up. If you want to come out and barbecue, we're gonna have plenty of space for just anybody that wants to come out and barbecue.
Is there a competition? You said
Yes, there is a competition. It's $25 a category. There's 3 categories: Best Bombitas, which is jalapeno bombers. Then you got the most rowdiest ribs, because we gotta say, man, that's rowdy,
like
dog.
hot-
Some rowdy ribs, dog.
Like hot?
It don't even matter. Just
Oh,
the
they
best
gotta be
flavor.
good. They
Just
gotta be
flavor.
good.
We're gonna
Okay.
judge them on flavor, tenderness, juiciness.
I make
cookiness.
that. I invented the art of eating. That's how good I cook.
You might
But then
be
we
a
got
judge. You know what? I might get you as a judge then.
and then the chicken champion.
Chicken champion. There you go. You said it right. You said it right. Say it again. Say it again. Chicken champ.
Chicken champion.
There you go.
So you saying tell your daddies come out there in they sandals. You don't trust them unless they got them.
I don't
certain
trust them.
sandals.
I need old buddy that look like a
Gotta
pit
have the towel,
master.
gotta have the towel.
He gotta have
gotta have a towel.
He gotta have on a tank top. It gotta be dirty.
Yep.
You feel me? He gotta have on some shoes, but he done turned them into flip flops. You feel me? That's what he about to go hard with a cigarette in his mouth.
Cigarette or toothpick.
You feel me?
Cigarette, toothpick.
And he gotta be
You
pouring
put
the
the
beer
toothpick,
in
that's
the
boss
barbecue.
level.
He
You got
just
the
pouring beers.
Toothpick boss level, dog. That's it.
So the flyers, it's the grill and chill. It's
Yes.
free car and truck show.
Yes, come out.
And
we
barbecue
still got
cookout.
time to register right now. I got about 5 entries right now. I'm hoping to enter at least 15 solo competitors. Team. It's open to solo. It's open to teams. If you're a car club, you want to enter it. You own a restaurant, you want to enter it. You just think you get down on the barbecue pit by yourself, you want to enter. I got room for trailers. You got a pit on a trailer. We got room for that. You got a regular barbecue pit. We got room for that, man.
So they gotta bring their own pits.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to charge you more. You want?
Yeah, I would have came.
I'll bring you a
trying to
grill,
borrow
some
a
racks. I got you.
So look, it's
Tell me
Saturday.
something.
Oh, go ahead.
Tell
What's
me
what's
something. All the car competitions, is that just in San Antonio? Do they come from all over?
This car show, most of the car shows that we throw, they come from all over the state, all over the country.
Wow,
people come from all over.
Do you know any of the car clubs?
Right now, off top of my head, Ethnics will be out there, Sueños will be out there. I think Land World will be out there. There's more than a few. I mean, Viejitos will probably be out there. More than a few.
If y'all been to the show,
class,
you said the same
high rollers.
person that's throwing this is the same person that did the Lolo Car Show.
Yeah. We just
If y'all been to the Lolo Car Show, which I've been to like 20 of them, right?
oh, he gets down.
Yeah, exactly. So you already know what to expect. It's live at the Lolo Car Show. They got the little, the little people that selling stuff right there. It's live.
Yeah,
You know
we
what
got
I'm saying?
vendors. we
Yeah,
got
vendors.
food,
That's what
we
it's
got
called. I
food,
couldn't
we
think of
got
the name.
vendors. We got
vendors.
food. We got everything
Yeah,
out there.
it'd be
man.
live. So yeah, y'all come
We
on
got
out.
stuff for the kids, we got little games and whatnot, and stuff to keep the kids busy. And at Rosedale Park, there's a big park for kids to just go hang out and play. So come enjoy the day out, man. Let the kids go wild. Plenty of room. Like I said, it's open to everybody, so it's not just car clubs. Anybody can come enter the barbecue cook-off, get down.
Is it free to eat the food though?
See that I'm still trying to get who's gonna be the judges. I might depend on how much people cook. We might have a little extra for
Right.
maybe 5 judges and maybe some little extra samples. Maybe get some
Have you ever been a judge for a taste test?
I've never been a judge. No,
I would love to
I'm
be a
not gonna
judge.
No, you
This
don't.
one.
That's up. Hey, when you start to the hot food, boy, it's gonna mess up your
you're
palate,
right.
boy.
Yeah, I
I
can't
tell you,
mess with the hot
all
food.
different flavors, man.
I be wondering, what does it take to be a good judge? Like, do you
I only
have
like
to-
my carne asadas with cheese with the jalapeno sauce on it. That's as far as without that, I can't eat hot sauce. I don't want none of that. But the carne asadas
salsa,
with the
especially the green salsa.
the green salsa,
salsa
yeah.
every day.
And you gotta have the brown
Get one
carne.
of the molcajete.
All right, let me ask you this: which carne asada is better, with the brown gravy or the red gravy?
Oh, the brown.
Okay, making sure. I be turning it back when they got the red gravy. I'm like, I don't want this. What
It's
is
that
it?
extra flavoring they do try to put in there.
Somebody
for no
told me that
reason.
was
It's like when
the
they do that with
American way.
barbacoa. When they do that with barbacoa, they put all the extra flavor. I'm like, man, y'all messing it up.
What the comments saying?
All right, So first, someone said, legend. His daughter Diana is my friend. Is your daughter named Diana?
Oh, what you?
That's number one daughter there.
Okay. Yeah. Well, somebody got
Oh
see?
Lord, I'm behaving myself, my little baby.
No, not your daughter. No, your daughter not someone. Cheryl Meadows. Someone knows your. Shout out to Cheryl Meadows. She's calling you a legend.
Okay.
Someone, you got
very
fans
much.
in here. She's calling you a legend,
Scared
and
me
she
a little
says
bit there.
your daughter named Diana. That's her friend.
Okay.
So she knows your daughter Diana.
Yes, well, tell her hello then.
Already.
Glad to be part of the
Somebody
program.
said brown and went like this, so they talking about the
brown gray.
brown gray. Somebody said, "Hey, Clint." And shout out to Alexis Madison. She said,
"What's going on, Alexis?"
So how do they win these tickets? What are we doing with
how y'all gonna give them away?
Okay. So this is what we're gonna do.
First person to guess 1 + 1, 2. Give me a ticket.
So we're gonna give away the first ticket right now, real quick.
First person to guess my real name.
All right. So for the first ticket, what we want to know is what team did Mr. Neville play for?
Oh.
What team did he play? Mr. Neville Shed. What team was it?
Let's see what the comments say. Let's see. Y'all better
We talking about for college? For college.
For college.
What team?
The original name.
The original name.
Okay.
He said at the beginning of the podcast.
For college, not pro.
Let me Google.
college.
Y'all go rewind. He said at the beginning.
We'll give them some time to
put
answer.
some
'Cause
music on.
we got some man.
Can I also guess or no?
No.
Ah, man, you go.
No.
You might be a
Man,
judge.
you've been over here dissecting me, man, already.
Let's see.
No, you go ahead and read the comments and we just read out all the answers. And,
Well, I gotta see which.
he gonna call it when he hear it.
And you said college, right?
Yes. Time's up.
Right.
Time's up.
Oh, I see. Let's see what they saying.
Okay.
Let's see.
Come out with it.
Oh, I guess they still Googling.
He said they still Googling.
So better hurry up. We got these. Y'all better hurry up.
This day and age, man, you got everything in the palm of your hand.
In the palm of your hand.
Ain't no excuse.
What team did Mr. Neville Shield
Shed.
I know. I was about to say. Why did I say Shield?
That's
Shed
okay.
play for in college. We need the original team.
The original name.
Original
Of the
team.
team.
Original name of the team.
Now while we waiting, Glory Road.
Yes.
Now what is the connection with Glory Road and you?
Well, I mean, when they came to me, number one, talking about we want to make this movie about your team, I hung the phone up on them.
You thought it was
Deidre said
I thought it was
Celtics.
a prank.
Nope.
No, that's not college.
Let me say
That's
college.
pros.
Oh, no.
We talking about college.
Repeat that again for me so I can come out right.
Okay. What does the movie Glory Road, what is the connection with Glory Road and you?
All right. Well, number one, to have.
Oh, we got two?
Yeah, we got two. Can I get these questions? They answering you right now. Can I get these out?
Yeah, get them out first.
So they said, Deidre said the Celtics. Star said Arkansas Razorbacks. And then Desiree Wynn said Texas Western. Is any one of those three it?
It's the Texas Western something.
You close. So
You in there.
Deidre or Star, y'all can hurry up and come take us still. It's the Texas Western something. Something.
But I mean, that's what the schools are Texas Western, but they always got that. Like Arkansas Razorbacks.
So it's where it's at.
So
where
what
it's located.
What the team is? What is it? San Antonio Spurs, Dallas Mavericks.
Now, whoever said that, don't get mad at me now, but you want the original here.
Okay.
The Texas Western something.
You feel me? And it ain't the somethings.
It ain't the something.
Okay.
Cactus, tumbleweeds.
Okay, now back to the connection with Glory Road and you.
All right, number one, for somebody to come up to you, years later and say they want to make a movie about the team. At first, they wanted to do it just for the 7 Afro-Americans. And we said no, no criollo, because it was 12. You liked a little bit of that, huh?
Yeah, he's bilingual.
It took all 12 of those guys,
to make
the movie here. And we wanted to know, just how deep they wanted to, go into making this movie here. I was excited to know who's going to be the movie, the movie.
Director.
So who's going to play the director? And they said Jerry Bruckheimer. And then when anything was said Walt Disney, this is a big time movie here, and I wanted to know who was gonna play me. And they came up with one cool dude, Al Shear.
Oh shit! That's who played you.
I'm like, I want Denzel. I'm not doing it.
If it ain't Denzel, I don't.
When I met this guy, I met him, and we went to one place in New Orleans where they were doing one of the scenes, and I met all the guys and who were playing some other players, and this guy's over the back and said, "Hey, you!" And I looked over. He said, "I'm you." I said, "You me?" He said, "Yeah." And we hit it off right off. You. And so we started talking and everything. And the funny thing about it, Al is 6'4" and he's right-handed, and I'm 6'8", and I'm left-handed. Mm-hmm. But Hollywood made that thing, right on point. And the thing that really we wanted to be, once we said this is a go, and the writers started putting this thing together, and the questions that they asked, we told them, just like we talking now, we did this, we did that, we together here, and they always said, will they scrutinize us? They call you bad names, and a lot of that was no, and I mean everybody.
Really?
Yes.
No, what was the year again?
This was 1966,
and they didn't.
Now we're talking about the team.
Oh, the team. Not the audience.
Team. Now, remember, El Paso is a military city, and it's a very diverse city. So we, Coach Haskin did a good job of shielding us from that stuff, that type of stuff. And I felt comfortable, of course, coming from New York to Greensboro, North Carolina, where I was getting all that stuff. Now going to El Paso, I was kind of on the hostile side. Do I have to go through all that again?
Yeah.
You understand?
Or worse, or whatever.
But right, it was, it was
cool.
It was really cool, So I felt comfortable about that, and we wanted that to be, a part of the movie, and a lot of the drama, we went to a whole lot of stuff. They called us the names and everything, and it showed certain parts. And the artistic licensure, which is in the movie. For example, have you all seen the movie?
No.
Hey, get me the hell off this doggone program, Hey,
yeah, we seen it.
I seen it. I seen it.
I wanted to lie and be like, yeah, I saw it.
Don't even try to call back in it.
I seen it on Disney, sir. See, I'm the only true one here. Get out my business. You get on my. If I'm lying, you let me lie. Yeah. This my part. Let me lie.
The accuracy of this movie is about 85%.
Okay.
But the essence of it was 100%. And we always said my part in the movie, I had a whole lot more, I think, than some of the other players, that were, portraying there. And I remember one time, Coach Haskins, who passed away, he called me at my house. He said, "I'm so damn mad, share what they're gonna do to you." And I said, "What are they gonna do to you?" Well, they in the script says that they were gonna stick your head in a toilet. Oh, and my mother was 96 years old, and my nickname was Butch. And she was listening to the kitchen. She said, "Butch, who's sticking your head in the toilet?" I said, Mama, leave it alone. I'll tell it to you later. I said, "Man, out of those 7 black guys, why did you pick me to have my head stuck in the toilet?" I was talking to Brooke. Later on, I spoke to him. He said, "Well, Neville, you're the guy on the team here who, you knew how to deal with adversity. You were positive." And I wanted to say, "Bull, you know what? And I'm a street."
But they're trying to sell it.
Yeah, and I'm a street. Okay, I'm a street trigger. I'm a street trigger from South Bronx. Take the T off of that. You understand? Yeah. That's not me. So he said, "Well, we might change." I said, "You're not gonna change it." So that bothered me, for that little part. And at the premiere, we sitting in there and
man, they're having a good time.
In Hollywood and everything. Now I'm getting to just a long kind of version of how I'm telling you this thing here. We walking down the red carpet. My wife, I had my tux on.
How old were you at this time when it came out?
Excuse me?
How old were you at the time when it came out?
Let's see.
Black don't crack.
I am. I'm now 70 years old.
You don't look a day over 50.
70 years old. I'm 79 years old now, and that was done in 2007. So you still use your own math when it comes to that day, But I was clean. I was clean, man. And my wife had a dress on. My wife had a dress on that I'm still paying for, man. You know, wow. So she was tight down, you know. And we were walking down the red carpet, and you know, all the cameras and everything is, I was talking, I'm glad to have this here. And about 10 feet in front of me was Alicia Keys. Oh, and I was walking down the thing, and I dropped my wife's hand. And I ran over there. My wife looked at me. I said, "Baby, this is Alicia Keys. Do you know who this is? Do y'all know who Alicia Keys is?" Yeah, but my wife was pretty cool. She said,
"I see you."
Said,
but I'm gonna let it slide.
At me, I'm gonna let it slide. And later on at the banquet, I was holding these 2 plates and what have you, and I couldn't find my wife. And I'm walking along. I said, "Where's my wife?" But she was over on the other side.
With Magic Johnson.
No, hold tight. Now check this out. I walked over there with some of the other wives and stuff. And who she's up there hanging around with was Tay Diggs.
Tay Diggs.
You know?
She got your back. She's, I'm going to tag you back.
But Tay said, "Do you want to take a picture of me, ma'am?" She says, "Yeah, I'll take a picture with you." He said, "Come over here. But you got to kiss me." So I know my wife said, "Shoot, she ain't going to kiss that man." She looked at us and said, "Shoot." She said, "Hey, he kissed my wife in the lips." Oh, And she went over and said,
"Gotcha." And tag you back.
But I thought that was even Steven.
That wasn't even.
No, we had a contender. I think it was an ESPY award, and she was walking around with some of the wives and everything, and she walked up to Sugar Ray Leonard. Mm-hmm. And he had those big bodyguards with him, and he was kind of pickled, So he asked, "Hey, you want to take a picture of me?" So she says, "Yes." Man, the dude has his head all in my wife's breast, Lord. And I walked up there, I had a couple of cocktails, and I said, "Wait a minute, Sugar." I said, "Hell, I can't even kick your ass, man. You got your head all in my wife." The bodyguard just fell out, But all these things here for this movie here, they portraying my.
That's in the movie?
No. This is after the movie. Watching the movie, the thing I like about it is that it is a story. It's telling a story of how it was, back then. It showed the things that we had to go through. It didn't go detail of all the back, but enough to realize that
Chavez,
for
Stephanie,
these guys here, and what they went through, it wasn't it wasn't nice. Just for a fact to show that.
I know y'all waiting.
There was one part. There's one part. Oh yes, that part when I got so-called beat up in the bathroom, and how we reacted to that afterwards, Because my sons freaked out. And they said, "No, that didn't happen." And the white people in the movie, in the theater, they were crying and said, "Oh, Mr. Shedd, I'm sorry, to see what you went through." And I said, "Man, that didn't happen." You understand? But we told a story how it was back then, the type of things that we had to go through, and what it took for us to overcome that by uniting and say, "Hey man, we're gonna take that negative energy and turn it into positive action. Hey, we're gonna stick together here, We ain't gonna never be left alone, knowing that in our real life here, we ain't gonna go in the bathroom by ourselves, right. In an environment like it was then." And there were other parts of it. They had a part of us hanging out in Juarez.
Before you go, what did they say? Because we gotta make sure we get them these tickets.
I know y'all, man.
Texas Western something.
Yeah, exactly. So let me. Deidre said Celtics. Star Hill said Arkansas Razorbacks. Desiree said Texas Western. We said Texas Western something. Now I see his name on the flyer, but John Chandler say Miners. But
is that?
Hold up. But then Texas Desiree Wynn. He right there on Fatal. We know who Fatal ENT is. That's John Chandler.
Yeah, John Chandler.
Yeah, I'm looking at your logo. It's the same logo on the flyer. So Desiree win back though, and she say,
"Oh yeah, because he gonna be there anyway."
Yeah, he gonna be there anyway. He can't win the ticket. So Desiree Wynn say Texas Western Miners.
Yes, you go, girl.
You got
it. And then hold on, we got more comments. We got more comments. Deidre back though. She was after Desiree. Deidre then said Texas Western Miners.
Well, she already going too.
Hold up, let me get these comments.
All right, go ahead. My bad.
Then Chris Martinez said UTEB. And then he said UTEP minors. And then shout out to Chavez Stephanie. She said Texas Red Wolves will gift the DVD to Radioactive Podcast. Signed by Mr.
Snap.
Neville Shedd.
Okay.
You gonna sign it for us? And then Chris also said, long live my Celtics. You feel me? Game about to start. We getting that 18th banner. Star Hill laughed. She said, your wife got your back. That was and then John just LOL'd. Okay, so we at the...
Okay, yo, Desiree.
Let's go.
Desiree, leave your email in the comments.
We got physical tickets or we
can email them. We got physical tickets. We can email them.
So just Desiree, leave your email.
Yeah, we can email them to her. She can just
leave your email in the comments so that way they can go ahead and send you the ticket.
Okay. Is my girl on here, babe? You need to come on so we can win a ticket or something. Come on.
Straight up. All right, now straight up. Back to what you were saying.
How they win the second ticket?
I was gonna wait.
I know. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna wait.
Okay, she just put her email in there.
All right, bet.
Got you in there.
I'm gonna try something.
Now you only get one ticket. She only not winning two. You only get one.
Oh, he about to call Iceman Gervin.
He about to flex.
He about to call his wife and say, "Tell him what that time I had to beat the shit out of George Gervin."
You love this if he comes on.
Ah.
I was trying to get Alicia.
Oh, that was
Who?
Alicia.
Yeah, that was live.
Yeah.
You know, for more money.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording,
Órale, ¿qué onda?
Aliel, this is your namesake here. If you get this message, you got to call me right back. I got a surprise for you because somebody tried to talk about you and I on a podcast.
Talk about us.
Come on back. To be continued.
Talking about we.
They talk about we right now.
Talking about we. Talking about him.
Put some respect on our name.
But you know, to have a movie, you know, portray, you know, a team. When you know they had all the other great movies, Coach Carter and all of these things, we always trying to rate which one is the best. And, you know, our impact of what we had to go through the hard times, and you know, one game after another with comedy in it, you know, right to the point of when we played this one team. Now they took this movie here, and some of the guys were seniors, you know, juniors and sophomores, and they brought it all together to make, you know, the movie Glory Road. And they had one part of the movie where we had just defeated this team, and we went back to our hotels. And our rooms were broken into, all right? And they tore up our clothes and everything. And in the movie, they had blood on the walls, you know, using the famous, at that time, N-word.
The N-word.
You know, and of course, that did happen, but there wasn't any blood on the walls, you know? And you talking about being scared, you know, because all that came back at us, you know? And I said, man, you know, are we gonna get hung? You know, these things there, but Coach Haskins, they got us out of that hotel, you know, as quick as we possibly had. But for the moment, that pissed us off. You understand? You know, my little clothes, but, you know, that was being real close, you know, to how the things we heard about. And once again, you know, if networking was like it is today, you know, there would have been a whole lot of riots and stuff that would have happened, you know. Yeah. But yet we had to set an example that, you know, you doing this to us, but we got something for you. And we continue to play game after game. And when it got to that final game on March 19th, 1966, you know, they asked us, well, how do you feel going up against this team that had won it prior, you know, to the game that you're playing? We looked at him and said, you know, Bobby Joe Hill, who was our, you know, star guard, said, hey, this is just another game, you know, and we're going to go up against them the same way. We've been winning all the games. And they asked us, do you know anything about Mr. Adolph Rupp, who was you know, one of the top coaches back then? And we said, we didn't know anything about him. All we knew that he had won the thing 4 years prior to that. So when we came into the game, the press and people said, now they're going up against a team that's really going to show them how to play. Man, we jumped in that team there. They shot 33%. Some of the top ball players, that are in the pros at this time here. Pat Riley, as a matter of fact, was on that team.
Pat Riley.
And
he became an announcer, didn't he?
Yes. And our coach told Big Daddy Latin, that was our center. He told Latin, he said, David, the first time you get that ball in your hand, I want you to break that basket down. So we didn't try to do nothing fancy. We worked the ball around in the continuity of our offense, and it happened that he threw the ball to Latin, and Latin went up, man, and Pat Riley was underneath him, and he thundered that sucker down. And the crowd,
it was recording the whole time.
Well, Al, you better get this.
Wow.
And you can see the crowd. We had to keep constant. We had to really concentrate on the game. But inside of we saying, yeah, I know what you're thinking about now. This game is not going to be a pushover with us. And we just dominated the game from the beginning to the end.
I want to ask you, and I want to go back. What I'm saying? What are some of the, like I said, because the time you grew up, it was racist times. What were some of the things that I'm saying, starting from a young age, what are some of the things that you've seen growing up? You know what I'm saying? Because these are things that me and him never really got to experience,
I grew up in the South Bronx, and my neighborhood was consists of people of colors, blacks, Puerto Ricans, Italian, in that particular neighborhood. And it was okay to us. We played together and never thought about that. And the only thing that we knew about what was going on in the South was two ways of getting it: Jet magazine or Ebony. And we read about all this stuff, the hangings and stuff that were in the South, but never had to go through that. I remember, one part of when I went to high school, the manager of the team was this Jewish guy, and we grew up together. And he'd call me from the apartment house, like, "Come on, Butch, it's time to get to school." And when we walked to the school, when we got to the high school, I went off to the left, and he went off to the right. Never thought anything about it. You understand? Because this was one of my.
Is this like segregated schools at the time?
No, our school, it was integrated.
Okay.
In our area, but it was just something that he knew that he couldn't hang out with the black guy. But yeah, he was the manager of the doggone team. Years later, I saw that guy when we went to visit the president of the United States, and I happened to see him there. He's a big time real estate guy, and he saw me. He said, "Butch." And we started crying, man. He started crying, man. He said, "I can't believe, man, how far we've gone, but what we had to do back then, I just naturally went to the right, and you went to the left and never thought anything about it. We didn't have that problem in New York. We heard about it, but when I left there to go to the South, that's when it hit me. My father was a Pullman porter for the Pennsylvania Railroad, all right? And his job was, to take the bags off and all that type of stuff. And he worked in a train called the Manhattan Limited. And that train went from New York to Chicago, New York to Miami. And whenever we went to Miami, he always brought back, papayas and fresh oranges and stuff. And back then, you can wait for him on the train platform. And they used to call my father, "Nigga, hey, boy, come over and grab my bags." And he was saying, "Yes, sir, no, sir." And I'd be looking at that. I said, "Man, what's going on?" So I knew that I couldn't go and try to fight them because he would have lost his job. So I was able to take a bus to New Jersey in Newark with the train would, left there and went immediately to New York. And I'd help them, putting the bags in certain places. And so he wouldn't have to go through that. I'd take the bags off the train and put them on the platform. this one time, I remember this just like it was yesterday. This one time, this white guy took his bags and put them close to the coach, one of the coaches, where the steam burst, the steam came out, and hit that thing, and he just turned around. He called my father everything except for his original name. And the lady said, George, that boy didn't put that luggage over there. Do you think he apologized to my father?
Not at all.
No. My father went over, took this towel out. He started wiping. Sorry, sir. He started cursing my father. And I said, hit him, Dad. So, on the way home, I wouldn't talk to my father. He was my idol. And I got home, and he always said, go downstairs and get me an Elber Ductor cigar. And his thing was the radio where he had the Dodgers on one radio and the Yankees on the other, and I had to get these cigars, but I wasn't talking to him. And he said, Butch, what's wrong with you? And I said, nothing. So he grabbed me and said, Butch, what is wrong with you? And I said, Dad, you let that cracker man call you a nigger and a boy, and you went up to him like a Uncle Tom and said, yes sir, and wiping off his stuff. And my father, being a strong guy, he grabbed me. That was the first time I ever saw my father cry. And he said, I'm gonna let you know something. You're gonna always have clothes on your back, food in your stomach, and a roof over your head. I will take that in order for you to be successful.
Man, that's crazy.
Now, did it really galvanize in me at that point? Nah, because I was, I was still, I was a teenager, But as I grew, and as I saw what I was going through in the South, and people calling me things, drinking from a dirty water fountain and all this type of stuff, and I started thinking about what they did to my father. But when I went into the games, I took that negative energy. I always talk about taking that negative energy and turning it into positive action. Let people see that, hey, if you want something, you got to have the courage. If you want something, you got to represent yourself better than what they were doing to you, because victory is yours. Victory is yours, and when we won that game there, we showed not just the NCAA, but we showed the world, with the attitude, the courage, and hard work, and being creative in your trade, that you're undefeated, you got it going on for everything. So, bringing myself up, to the point where there's a movie's being made, the visit of the president, pitch on a box of Wheaties, and later on, becoming a Hall of Famer and having people walk around to you and say, we're proud of you. I want to thank you. We get that now. I want to thank you for what you all did a long time ago. Thank you all for calling me a legend. I'm not a legend. I'm representing something that each and every one of you all are doing. Right now, you're singing a song in the automotive, and I can't know the original name what you're saying, but you're singing a song, and all them people will catch on to that melody with all the different things, that they have incorporated to what's going on. You guys are singing a song, and people all over, whoever's catching on to the podcast is catching on to your melody. They can't turn you off. They can turn you off, but the spirit of who you have in there representing you all, that's there, that's there forever, and you can always go back and talk about these things. I want to hear the results of the success that you're gonna have. Not the success what you think you're gonna have.
Well, speaking of that,
wow.
Well, speaking of that, man,
save me some ribs.
Right, save me some ribs. Right, rib boy. So Clint, man,
does that make sense?
we want to give away another ticket, man. I want to allow you to come up with the game this go around, man. What is it that you want the people to do in order to get this ticket? You know what I mean?
Let me see.
You the car show man. You know what I mean?
Let me see.
How much PSI does a tank really need for hydraulics?
What was Nas first created?
Dude, you know what?
Finish this. Slow slide back. No.
Right.
I'll finish this lyric.
Go ahead.
I hate you.
First person.
First person to finish that lyric.
First person to finish that lyric. Hurry up. I hate you.
And who sing the song? Which
And
one
who
of these
sing the
artists?
song?
Yeah.
Who sings the
song?
We need both. Hurry up. First person in there, get the ticket.
I hate you. And then put the next
You got,
word.
remind you, the artists, we
Put the
got
next
Zero,
word.
Lil Kiki,
Is
Kurt
it Kiki?
Cobain's, and
Is it Lil
Crown.
Kiki? It might be Lil Kiki. I hate you.
Okay, we see you. Okay, y'all got, but who sing it?
You got to put
Hey,
the
Chris
word.
Martinez might
You gotta put
have
the word and
Chris
the artist.
Martinez.
He did it first.
Chris Martinez did it first?
He did it.
Chris?
Well, hold on. Let me say this.
If you're around the neighborhood, call me. Continue.
Oh, you just put a hit out on somebody. And he say, if you there, let me know. I'll give you the go ahead.
Studio into it.
All right, so look, let me say what just happened. Y'all tell me how we gonna get a ticket away. Okay. All right, Chris Martinez said bitch, which that is a lyric. And then Deidre said bitch, which is that is a lyric. Star Hill said the same thing. And then Chris said zero. He was the first, so he didn't put it together. He said zero.
Both together.
Okay, so which means
right
Star
now.
won then. Because
wait,
Star
wait.
is the first one to put bitch and zero.
Okay,
Together.
that's
Together.
You gotta have both together.
Hey, Chris, I was rooting for you, bro. You see, I
He
tried.
was. Well,
I
But Chris
tried.
show up. I'll save you
Well,
a rib.
Star,
dog.
go ahead.
Hey, we got a rib for you.
I'll save
One.
you a rib.
How much for just one rib?
I'll save you a bomber, a rib, and a piece of chicken.
Star, go ahead and put your email. Put your email.
Red hot sauce on it.
Oh, and you know what? I might have to do that. I
Put
might have a
your email
tent with a table.
in the comments, Star.
Straight
I'm
up,
moving my
man.
email in there. Y'all can just accidentally
So
send it to
who
me.
you going for, man, for this championship?
Man, to be honest, we got like so far. We have like just regular people that have entered so far.
I'm talking about basketball.
Oh, basketball? Well, Celtics at the finals right now. Oh, Celtics though.
You going for the Celtics?
Green all day, baby.
He said
You know,
green all day.
And I don't know too much. Just like I be paying attention to the playoffs.
It's just because it's my
and things
favorite
like
color. That's all.
Yeah.
I was actually going to be going for the Celtics
ain't
or
who's-
for Curry and them at first as well. I was going to go for Golden State.
Yeah.
Golden State.
But in the first game, I turned the TV off and turned it back on. When I turned it off, they was up. They was down by 20. Golden State was up by 20, and then I turned the TV back on and they lost.
Dude, what
the
is the
game.
series right now? I don't
What
even know
is
what the
it?
series is right
One
now.
and
Yeah.
one.
It's 1-1.
One and one.
They definitely lost the first one.
Oh man, they gonna go all the way right. 7 games.
See, I'm not a good better,
gonna
so
go
I will
7
I will
games.
bet, but I would bet like the smallest increments, like $5.
For who?
I don't bet at all, man. Hell no.
Who? Let's see. See, you rich, so I can't.
No, Rich. No,
I bet you $5.
Rich
This
here.
there for who? He trying to get me. Bet $1 million.
No.
I won't.
Nothing rich here, boy.
I will bet you $10.
No, I can't do that. My
said he's still paying for that
My
dress.
name is Neville Shed.
Never.
P. Shed.
Ooh, and the P stands for
Poe.
I'm gonna say
Poe. No, Pimp. That's P. Poe Pimp. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wife, I hope you don't listen to this.
Oh, man. That's funny.
You gonna get home?
That's
and she gonna get you back.
She gonna tell you. She
gonna get you back.
That look.
Who are you going for, Mr. Shed?
Huh?
Who you going
I got to go for the green.
He played for them.
But that was years ago. But
I mean, you got the basketball science down, so
you know. I got to look at it. Boy, they got barbecued the second game. But when you got 3 of your top players that didn't even get in double figures, you know,
man.
one person shot 5 and somebody got 2, you know, and they were, and you know, the other team that they played, I don't even want to call their name. They were unconscious. You know, everything they threw at the basket was going in. But now they back in Boston. Them Boston fans,
home team.
you know,
They were all
they
out
gonna
there.
be.
Let
they
me ask
gonna
you
be
this.
Rocking.
Have you seen the movie Winning Time?
No, I haven't.
So Winning Time is basically about the start of the LA Lakers and when the Boston
I'm watching that.
It's hard.
Is
And
that
I was
it?
gonna ask,
No, I
it's
just
very
haven't.
good.
About Magic Johnson.
It's about Magic Johnson pretty much and Larry Bird. But I was going to ask you if that a good depiction of the Celtics because they have this. The Celtics is like almost just as big as them in the movie as the Lakers. So I was going to ask you.
you know.
And who knows? They probably got you in the movie.
No, I doubt that.
Oh, was you playing at that time?
Oh no, I was before that time.
Okay, I'm about to say they probably got you
Before
in that
time.
thing.
But you know, both of those guys, you know, they were the best of the best during that time there, you know. And being a Celtic fan, you know, I was rooting for the Bird, you know, but the spirit was for Magic Johnson.
Of course.
because the boy was bad, you know. And when they played, it was, to this day they shaking hands, but they deep down inside they was saying, oh man,
Oh, Chris, he said Shed drafted in 1967, and he'll always bleed green forever.
Thank you.
Celtic Nation all day.
Yeah.
Okay, my boy Al Harford getting his ring before retirement. Okay, they on here. Warriors, stop playing. I'm just reading the comments. Great show, always great interviews. We don't even like that guy. That's VW Dillon. That's my guy. Yeah, man, they in the comments. So yeah, they Chris, he know, yeah. Oh, Chris, this is amazing. Shout out to I just seen your call too. You see me, I'm on the podcast. Shout out to that boy Big Cliff. Shout out to Godliness as well. Shout out to Vibe Pod.
Anything else you want to mention about the car show?
Man, now just come out June 25th. Look up sasuperfest.com.
Mm-hmm. Let's get to this.
What about you personally? Like, what you got going on personally?
Man, bro, we used to work together, matter of fact.
Yes, we used to work together with La Prensa.
With La Prensa. You was the East Side reporter. I was the West Side reporter.
Yep.
Well, since leaving them in January, I've started my own little media production.
Not little at all, brother.
I'm directing, producing. Me and my partner Angel at Southside. Shout out Angel.
Yes,
what's going on, Angel?
Angel, me and her have been busy, dog. She gets us gigs with these businesses, and we recently did a commercial for a public school, Royal Public School. We did like a promo video for them out there, and yeah, man, I'm just trying to get my name out there. I learned a lot in the video editing, and I'm a little personality myself, so I don't mind being in front of the camera or behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm one of these little triple threat. Well, a good triple threat. I can pretty much do it all. I can organize an event, run the event, film the event, edit the event, and host the event.
So, what's going on the West Side right now?
Man, the West Side is a lot of so much development is going on right now. I don't know if y'all heard, Smoke Barbecue just leased out Funtown.
So
we opening that. That's going down. That's my buddy Mario. Shout out to Mario. That's my homeboy. He's the owner out there, and we're leveling it out. Techport SA just opened up down the street from me, so. Man, my son's happy because they got a video game center in there all day. $2 for an hour, $5 all day.
Wow.
I just shot a video on the West Side, right? My last 2 videos I just shot was on the West Side, and the video game store that you're talking about, my dude, he actually, now we went and did Big Daddy's, not the one downtown, but they got like another one.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think it's like on the West Side or something like that. But we had chose that spot. But we're actually about to shoot a video in that exact the little arcade that you're talking about.
Dude,
yeah,
it's
we're about to
nice
shoot
there,
a video.
man. The West Side right now is just on the come up. It's there's a lot of development.
There's a
lot.
I look at the West Side as the East, like they both together. Like
there's so much history in the East Side and West Side that people, we forget about. So that's part of what I'm still doing. I'm still doing I have a show, Varios with Values, on Instagram and Facebook, where I highlight the West Side. You can follow me, Clint Westwood. That's my personal page. I'm from the West Side. That's not my real name because people are like, yeah, your name ain't Clint Westwood. Yes, it is, fool.
It's necessary now, not because of the recent violence that we had. It's time that we lock down our youth and make them listen.
Amen.
Make them listen. Because somewhere in our closet we went. We had a little of that in us. You understand? And how we got out of it. And they can tell us all the things that they do. I said, man, you can't tell me none of that stuff.
Yeah, you can read a book. You can read a book about the hood all day, but if you ain't lived there, you don't know a damn thing.
They say, well, you're an old timer. I said, yes. I'm an old timer. I'm 79 years old. Are you gonna make it to 79?
For real.
You look good for 79, brother.
Hey, I tell you what, that's another story. I drink the tanner leaves, But no, really, they gotta look at you, man. I said, look what I got here. Look what I got here, man. I can take a car. I can make a car, and the only thing it doesn't do is talk to. Well, it does talk to me. It can
dance,
talk to
hop.
you, and all. You got skill. A lot of they got skills. These kids who are having problems.
Oh man, right now, so that's another thing I'm doing. I'm shout out to Ethnics Car Club. Ethnics Car Club.
Yeah,
I've been doing a lot of documenting their projects. So right now I'm filming a father and son. It's a father and son.
It's there,
the son's like 13, 14, and him and his dad are building the car from the ground up.
What they building?
Sanding up a Monte Carlo. It's like an 80 GG body. Monte Carlo. I got pictures and everything. They sanding it down, and man, the time and the love and the care that goes into that, like that, just one little area. They'll spend hours just sanding it down to make sure that area is just right, smooth. Because once you put that gloss, one little man,
it'll mess
but
it
you know, I
up.
bet
It'll
that's
mess it
beautiful
up.
within itself. Just being able, like, I always call my son
to have that eye for that, man. To have that eye for that.
But doing it with your
It
dad,
amazes
too.
me how they can take that pen,
the pinstripe,
and go just pinstripe, and they don't do nothing. There ain't no rule.
and on both sides the same design.
Yes.
Same design.
that's
Like all
hard.
pretty.
Man.
You gotta have a steady hand for that, bro.
Did you fold it like
Right,
that? You folded that hood.
You fold the car, bro.
How'd you fold that
How'd
hood?
you fold the car, bro?
I like to watch when they spraying the paint.
Oh yeah.
You can't just hold it there. You got to have that slide.
Man, y'all come out, man.
That's
June
an art.
25th. Y'all come out,
That's
check
an
out the
art.
cars,
It's
man.
like when you do it, it's like rubbing.
Oh yeah.
He had to whip the booty.
That thing, really, it's
He did that key appeal.
You can say booty up here.
That thing is, I'm talking about a movement, baby.
It's painted. It's painted.
Yes. But seriously, these kids can do that.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
you
out
gotta
there,
lock
that's
'em
one
down,
thing I love
man.
about lowrider shows. Even when I was with La Prensa, a lot of my articles were lowrider related, my culture, the art. It's a beautiful thing, man. Y'all come out June 25th. We're gonna have a lot of families out there.
Let's go.
You're talking about beautiful paint jobs, man. Come out, see the beautiful
Yes,
paint jobs, the pinstripe, the detail that goes into some of these cars, layers on layers on layers.
Oh, man. That's the
Flakes,
thing I
gold,
get, it's
clicks,
just not one of
the
those
rims,
spray
the
down.
underbody, man. Some of these cars' underbodies are cleaner than my house. You know what I'm
I've
saying?
seen
Like,
cars where they lift up the
man.
hood and it's like spotless.
they open the hood, the
How
motor
you
door.
driving this?
How do you even turn that on? They got oil in there for real?
Like what? It's
Ain't
like a
nothing
toy or something.
How do you sit in that seat?
But again, this is the third annual, so this is the third
Third
time y'all
annual,
doing
yes,
this.
sir, yes,
SA Superfest concert and car show is gonna be Saturday, June 25th, from 12 to 8
And
p.m.
again, military free, kids under 12 free.
Yo, we got a
There we
T-shirt
go.
to give away, a Spurs T-shirt. to
We
give
got a
away.
Spurs T-shirt.
How they
Let
gonna
me-
win that? What
let
they
me-
gotta do for that?
What we gonna do for the Spurs T-shirt, man? Let's see. Was together.
Okay, got to be something Spurs related. Or
What was the first year they won a championship?
The first year the Spurs won a championship.
National championship.
I remember.
You do?
I do, because I got live that like I was alive.
He said, I was like,
Wait,
live.
that wasn't the first though, was it?
I see. I don't
I
even
think it was the first.
Google.
Yeah.
Google. I ain't Google.
When they like those,
I don't
Nah,
know.
they
It might
can
have
hear
been
you.
before that. Might have been
It had to be
Okay,
before
I'm
that.
incorrect.
The first Spurs championship. Give it to us. First Spurs championship. We want to know.
Look, somebody put 1999. Don't listen to me. Star Hill said 1999. You can't win everything, Star.
Are you Googling it? To see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Eric, let's get to these while they doing that.
Oh, it was 99.
it was
It
90?
was 99.
Okay, so Star, you got the shirt.
Oh, what's up? Okay, Star, you got the shirt, but is there one player that was on the team that won, that was there for every championship?
Ooh. I know, Star, you already won something.
That was
that?
Duncan.
You get somebody else. Yeah.
Was it Duncan?
And it's a large. You can't even fit that. So,
Well, you know your stuff there, don't you? Yeah.
Well, it gotta be
so
Duncan.
yeah. So you already said okay. All right. So who was the player that was there at all those championships? Who was the player?
While we doing that, let me get to y'all comments so we can shout out, because we love y'all. Shout out to Eric. You feel me? Velasquez.
What's
what
going
up, baby?
on,
So says
Eric?
good evening, everyone. Shout out to that boy, Big Cliff.
Big Cliff.
Pride of the West Side. That boy Cliff from the West Side, too. The Nipsey Hussle of San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? He gave
Yeah. There we go.
Eric Velasquez says, like, I ain't here, but it's all good. He said, Clint, Angel, and AC, y'all are killing it. Like, I ain't doing shit. Right?
Appreciate you, Eric.
Chris Martinez says, yo, shout out to Ethnics. They've done a lot for the families here in Uvalde.
Hell yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
they just recently had a Uvalde, man, it's one of the bigger
Man.
fundraisers I've been at, man. They went all out. They had an auction and man, they raised a couple grand. They took it out the next day. I think it was 2 days later. They
I'm not
went
going
out
to just
there.
read half his
Man.
comment like AC do. AC sometimes only read half your comment. I'm going to finish your comment. So he says also, Yo, shout out to the Ethnics. They've done a lot for the families here in Uvalde, and we are forever grateful. And there's a few other clubs and people as well. Yeah. Everyone is grateful for the love from San Antonio. Saytown, Texas, baby. Star said 1999. Desiree said 1999. And Deidre said 1999, but Star was first.
We want to know which player was there for all those rings.
And then Star said, LOL, if they not playing. Desiree said Tim Duncan.
What's Tim Duncan? That's what it was?
That's what it was? All right, Desiree might got a ticket and a shirt. Okay.
Right.
You wear large? Can you fit a large? And then Chavez Stephanie?
If you can't wear a large, tell them to renege that, take the tickets, and then get somebody. Come over with another one. That's all about love now, brother. It's all about love.
That's Desiree. And then Chavez Stephanie. Can I say Stephanie? I like the way you got that, though. Chavez Stephanie says, Texas Red Wolves ABA will donate another Spurs shirt to the next winner.
Oh, man.
Oh.
All right, so Desiree got one. Okay, Desiree got one.
I love the Texas Red Wolves. I love Chavez Stephanie, too. Aunt D said David Robinson. And then she also, Aunt D just guessing. She said David Robinson, and then another comment, she said Tim Duncan. She said it's going to be one of them.
One of the two.
Mm-hmm. Star say, I could have gave it to my peoples. Dang. Jacoby, we look him in his eyes and say this, because he right there. He said, remember Texas Red Wolves ABA professional basketball team will be at the SA Superfest playing basketball with.
There you go.
With everybody? Why you didn't put that? You just left it blank.
I'm thinking about something that, and I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I can do this.
Okay.
I have, all basketball players, they say, do you have a card?
Mm-hmm.
A card, years
like
ago, I would say, no, I don't have a card,
Basketballs.
But I do have a card, and it's a collector's item, and there's only so many of them made.
Oh, my
all right? And we at the end of the amount that I can give out. But I think I can find one more card.
Oh, man.
We
included in
this.
this.
I want to play too. Yeah, hold on.
Y'all are not included.
For all of us.
The fans are not included in this.
I said, my wife, please don't kill me.
We're going to end this podcast right now.
This is not for y'all. This is for us.
These details are on.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Right? Let me see if I can find
On person wins, ready?
You already out of there.
All right, best 30 out of 80. Make sure I win.
Let me see if I can find this thing here. I know my wife, she'll kill me, but we're having a lot of fun, and I guess the soft part of me, of just how we're in here, talking about our success and having fun with it. Thank you for a little bit of share me flashing back, This man here is a genius, I'm sorry I've never heard of you, but you're in my spirit, and I got a plan for you later on that you might want to throw with.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you feel
and it's just 2 words, use me.
Yeah.
Use me. But let me find
So since you got that, then you got him. He said,
let me get the card.
Let me get the card.
He said, you good, kid.
You already good. You already good.
You got the real person. You got the real person.
I'm getting a piece of paper. You getting flesh.
I gotta find it. I gotta find it. I gotta find it.
I got you.
But no, I'm gonna listen. It's a classic. I think it was only 200 of them made.
Oh, wow.
Some odd years ago. But y'all been giving them out here, all that kind of stuff.
You get a
but
call,
my wife always hide a couple of them.
They probably were millions.
And I know I do have one. I know I have one that I like to somehow, if I autograph it.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Damn,
I would love that. I don't know. He's speaking in general, though. I don't know why he's not talking directly to me. Like, no. I would love that. Why are you speaking in general still?
Man, I can't find it.
I would like to get that to someone. No, you're giving it to me, sir.
I'm move in front of him.
Yeah.
Right.
He's talking about me. I'm someone.
Let's see if I can find how it is. Keep talking. Keep on. Keep running. Keep working now.
Go ahead. We got some more comments, though.
Okay.
Star said, okay, she's salty about her shirt, okay? She's salty about her shirt. She said, y'all lucky that it's Desiree's birthday. She said, but we know
it is. Happy birthday, Desiree. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. She said, you lucky it's your birthday because she would have talked mess. You feel me? Star said, talk about she can't win 2 prizes. Technically, Desiree won 2 prizes.
Technically.
But Star can't fit a large anyway.
Yeah, she's on. She can give it to her
She
people.
can cut it up and make it look cute.
I don't know. Should she win it?
You know, we done already told her she didn't win it. Look, let me tell you what happened. We told her she did win. And then we reneged on that. I can't renege and renege on the renege.
How I make this thing big? Oh, that's a card right there. That's a collector's.
Tap that thing like that.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a premium. It's called that's the company that does make the card.
I have some of those cards.
Can y'all see that in the? I don't know if they can really.
They ain't gonna be able to see it.
It. Don't matter. Google it. We can see it. Y'all ain't gonna get it anyway.
Y'all gonna get it anyway.
I think if we could, I have one that I'd give away, and that's a classic there. There's not too many of those. Then y'all do it the way y'all. You gotta do it the way y'all gonna do it.
We'll figure out what to do. I'll disperse up and how to meet. You just give it to me.
That's my part of the job for this show. I handle the gifts.
I'll give it to him, and he'll throw it. He'll swing. Come up with something deep. That we'll give
and
him
give us the answer.
Collective item card. From how we say the Red Wolves to whatever. That's your bag, baby. That's your bag.
And when are you giving this card to him? When would he have a card? Because I'm about to come
We're
over
gonna
there.
jump him. We're gonna jump him for the card.
He'll have
Let's jump him.
I didn't see the rules. The rules.
Hey, this is it, man. This is the thing right here.
I want to see the small print on the bottom of the rules and regulations.
Yeah, I don't see the fire.
Is there a deadline? Is there an expiration date?
No, you don't know this thing. Like, at one time, the card, I gave one to somebody, and he had that sucker on eBay.
How much you get for
On
it?
eBay, I was kind of ticked off.
I would have been too.
Right.
I would have been too if I knew somebody was trying to sell it.
And just to have the card like this, like any autograph, like if you had a card, the card is nice, but when you put that name on there, not to who is just the name
Just
on
the
there,
name.
But
Oh, I'ma love that card.
I'm gonna love that. I mean,
He's like, I'm manifesting
it.
it.
It's not a magic dance order, but it's history,
Yeah, exactly.
It's history.
Yes.
And I have never done it before, and it's for me, and of course, representing the Texas Red Wolves, but to have that, that card and give it. I don't know how the heck you're gonna do it.
No, we already know.
Hey, you gotta quit looking at me like
We know how we gonna do it.
That's your bag, baby.
You gonna hand it to him, and he gonna hand it to me. Done.
Let's do social medias real quick, man. Go ahead, start with Clint.
Social media, man. Clint Westwood, CLINT Westwood on Facebook, on Instagram. Also, Barrios with a V, like Barrios, but not with a B. It's with a V because I'm hood like that. VARRIOS with values. And then on TikTok, you can find me on TikTok, Clint Westwood 8.
Yeah, man, you got like how many?
I got like 40,000.
You seem
He
funny.
getting
I
paid.
bet you-
He getting paid on TikTok
Yeah,
already.
They pay you after 20,000 followers.
How much they pay you if you don't
It
mind me
ain't
asking?
much, dog. It's like a couple dollars a day, maybe a few cents a day. The most I've made in a day is like $8 in one day.
Think about the people on there for free. Give
Yeah,
give me the
true.
$8.
Yeah,
I'll take
and
the
it's
$8.
videos of me and my daughter dancing. My daughter teaches me a dance, and we dance, and I put stupid videos on there, and that's what went viral. Me and my daughter did a 15-second dance, and it hit like 5 million in one night, bro. Like I thought my phone was broken. Like that motherfucker would not shut up. It would not,
Do a TikTok,
it would
bro.
not shut up, dog. I woke up in the morning. They're like, I had people from Chicago calling me. Hey, we saw you. Our kids saw you on like, what the?
Yeah, I'm telling you, social media famous.
Yeah.
The social media, put in Jacoby or whoever put the social media in the comments of the ABA, the Timber, not the ABA, the Texas Red Wolves.
That's how you can find me. And then SA Superfest on Facebook and Instagram. We have the page up there too, so go check that out.
And let me ask you.
Now I don't have a social media.
Okay, you feel me?
That's his job.
He got somebody
That's
for
his
that.
job. I don't know how y'all gonna work, but I do not have a social media. I don't
You want one?
No.
Right, we'll make
Ain't nothing but trouble.
Let me tell you something deep. You sort of, I have my email and stuff, and I had, this never shared something at AOL.com, and all of a sudden I never bothered, and all of a sudden my wife, who was at the time my manager,
Chico 3.
And this thing came across there. Hi, Butch. You don't remember me, but I'm in the Bronx, and you told me one time that I was yours forever and everything. It's much love to you. I live in Houston now, and this is love to you from Honey Love.
Oh Lord.
P.S. This is
Honey
your son.
Love.
Baby, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I walked in the house, and my wife said, when she called me big man, there's a problem. And she says,
Man.
big man, who in the boop is big as Honey Love, And I said, what you talking about?
What you talking about?
And then all of a sudden, I sat in my chair and I said, oh, Honey Love. That's right. And then I you're lying, Honey Love.
You remember Tay Diggs? You remember Tay Diggs?
She said, but I got you, didn't I? Oh. Look, but that's no, I don't have one of those, but we can work out somewhere else to communicate.
We got phones, we got assistants, we got all that.
We got people out there.
We got people.
Our people and get in touch with your people.
It's not hard. It comes back sometimes scary to me. They call my wife the mafia lady. Boy, I tell you, she's something else. She can find stuff on me that I didn't even.
That's almost every woman. Every woman's a PI.
I'm scared of my wife. I really am. Anybody who want to get a little flash at me, I'm gonna say because I'm scared of. She's 5 foot. She's 5'1". I'm scared of that lady.
Where they find us? Oh, hold up. One more thing.
One
more thing before we give us our social media. Jacoby say, please follow Texas Red Wolves ABA professional basketball team for more giveaways and support the amazing team. Y'all see we gave away a lot of stuff, and we didn't just give away like deodorant and nothing. We gave away stuff people actually want, shirts, tickets, things like that. You feel me? So y'all make sure y'all follow Texas Red Wolves ABA professional basketball team for more giveaways.
Y'all see it in the comments.
Where they follow us on
social media. You can catch us, man, on Instagram, RadioActive_podcast, man. And you catch us on the YouTube, Radioactive Podcast, and on the Facebook,
y'all already have
Radioactive Podcast. And make sure y'all like and share, subscribe, and all this there.
And y'all can follow our individual pages, you feel me? Ace Boogie 1388 and mine's you can actually know yours now because it's up there. He don't know his Instagram. He's crazy. And you can follow me on Instagram at official Lambo Warren. You feel me?
Yo, man, this is Radioactive.
Hey, shout out to CPD in the building too. Shout out to CP.
Shout out to CP. Peace.